Howdy! I bet you can't guess what I'm going to be doing today. Yeah! Howdy everybody, and welcome to Wednesday, the 30th of June, 2021, and welcome back to the channel. The overall condition of the old outhouse, as you can see, has it's really deteriorated over the years, and falling over on its back did not help it any. As you can see, even the boards are missing out of the top, the roof's about shot, so yeah, there's the peak down on the inside of it. These are all 1x12 boards that make up the wall of this thing. There's 4 of them, so it's 4 feet. But there's a little short one right down here. It's about 4 inches wide. And we're going to make a little modification to this thing to eliminate that 4-inch wide board down there at the bottom. When I say that board is down here on the bottom, it is actually a filler on the side of the thing, the back side. You got to remember, this thing's laying on its back. So at the very back corner of that thing, on both sides, there was a 1x4 put on the corners as an extension piece to make it a tad bit longer for whatever reason. That 4-inch wide board is going to be replaced with a 1x12. Yeah, we're going to make this outhouse a little deeper front to back because of an addition that I'm going to put on the inside of it. Make it a little more user-friendly. Yeah. I'm going to have to leave the outhouse where it sits right here for now. And we're going to have to disassemble it here because quite honestly, it would never survive a move, being loaded up and moved somewhere. So we're going to disassemble it right here where it sits and reassemble it with new lumber and a lot of the old lumber up at the house on the porch. It has finally cooled down now that it's early evening enough where I can get out here and put together the floor framework for the outhouse. I've already pre-drilled the holes in the corners, and we will measure for this beam here again, find out exactly where that goes. That center beam holds up the floor on the side away from the door, which would be here if we were facing this way, into the outhouse. Plus, it also holds up the front of the board that holds up the seat where you sit. So we're going to have to measure that again with the outhouse, find out exactly where it goes. And my helper tonight is Blackie. Now, the original floor framing was put together with nails. I'm going to differ with that just a hair and use screws. And we're also using the new drill set for the farm. Okay, there's one. And I'm not too worried at this point about making sure everything is square. That will come when we install the floor. Let's see if we can get a measurement here on that one. So that board would have been right at 32 inches long, because it attached to the front board right underneath the door, and it ran back to this 2x4 which supported it. This log was in the middle of that floor, so it looks like I'm going to have to get another 2x to put across between the frame rails of the new floor, just like they did here on the old one. And because we're going to make this outhouse a little bit deeper front to back, we're going to have to adjust the measurements on those floor boards. So instead of 32 inches, we may have to go 38 or 40, something like that. So I'm going to crawl inside the thing and measure to see how far up from the back the seat went that you sat on, and then that'll give me an idea how to measure for the board that went underneath the front of the seat that held that up. This is the board I'm referring to. It sat down on the floorboards, and those floorboards are what held up that, which held up the board that you sat on. You know, the thing with the holes in it. Yeah, this is a 2-hole outhouse, so what I need to do is measure from there up, and we have about 18 3/4 of an inch, I guess it is, yeah. What I have decided to do tonight about this centering of this beam here back to support the front of the seat is we're going to set the back side of it at 18 inches. The floor will sit on top of this, and that will support the vertical board that supports the seat. The reason why I'm going a tad forwards with this beam here is, remember, we measured 18.5, and if a piece of 1x is 3/4 inch thick, I should really actually set this back to 17 3/4. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it a little bit proud of that 17 3/4 mark, just because I don't need a shelf here for, shall we say, droppings to land on. Yeah, we want that to be a little bit forward of that. So we're going to set the back side of this board at 18 inches. And that gives a 42 inch. Yeah, 42 inches for floorboards. So yeah, I'm going to need another cross beam up here where I'm kneeling right now. And that'll be centered in here, and that'll help support the floor. So we'll get this measured up, get it set in place, drill some holes, pilot holes in the side beams, and put some screws in, and this little project will be done. You know the old adage, measure twice, cut once. There we are. Oop, that moved. No, it didn't. Okay. I'm only going to drill one hole and put in one screw for right at the minute in there. That'll give me a chance to get the other side locked down. You know, I do have a quick change bit deal somewhere that I bought when I got this drill. You'd think I'd have it out here using it. Okay, now on over to the other side. That's going to wrap up today's work on the outhouse. It's getting dark out enough now where you can't see what I'm filming, so I don't have much light out here to illuminate what's going on. Plus, I do need to go to town to get some more lumber now that I'm getting this construction underway, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. And you can probably tell I'm sweating because of the humidity. It's pretty bad out here yet. So anyway, like I said, we're going to wrap it up. And as always, don't forget, right down there, punch on the subscribe button. Click on the bell icon next to it so you can get notified every time there's a new video out. And please, thumbs up, thumbs down, or leave a comment in the comment section there on YouTube. This video will only be on YouTube, and this is part 1 of probably 3 parts that we're going to do for the outhouse. We'll have another one coming up in another day or 2 on building the walls, the roof, and putting in the seat, and then moving it and putting it where it's going to go. Yeah, so at least 3 parts on the outhouse video, because I'm going to keep it short, each segment. So yeah, you're not bored to death. Anyway, I'm Farmer Dave. Catch up with you later. Y'all have a good one. But before I go, and you thought I'd probably forgot, what is a scarecrow's favorite fruit? Give up? It's strawberries, of course. Y'all have a good one. Catch up with you later. Bye-bye.